And now I'm hoping that the French and the Spanish go and attack Malacca. It's pretty comical seeing the Ottomans just in Australia. Yeah, I might see if I can banish them to just Australia. That would amuse me. That would definitely amuse me. No, I don't need war taxes. That'll just increase my war exhaustion. Oh, of course, we also have ticking war score. I hadn't even taken that into account. Oh man, this is just not going to be good for them. Oops. Right. I saw that hitting 997 just as it hit. We should probably spend a little bit on development. That'll do. Getting close. They won't hold out for much longer. Oh, we have rebels down there. Where are my transports? Now you will accept. There we go. 97% overextension. All of my allies are chill because I used favours, but I'm a great power now, so I actually gain favours rather rapidly. And there we go. We have started to spread into Turkey. Yeah, my power projection is well over 100 at this point. Because we are still rivals with them. And the clergy is like, give me more of that land! Let me sign the peace deal first. Crikey, guys. That's all the admin gone. Yeah, we really need more admin points at this stage. Oh, Marnis have rivaled me. Interesting. Whoops, wrong button again. Stop it. Go away. So you guys down? Oh! They're like, nah, we're cool with you, knights. We were here to go and kill the Ottomans. We wanted a part of that. Yeah, Ottomans have 100,000 rebels. It's fine. Oh, I love that. That's hilarious. Bye. Have fun. Have fun storming the castle. Right, I can build some stuff. Buildings. Trade. All of those for a start. Production. I mean, those don't produce as much. Manpower. Get one of those. Counting house. Yeah, many factories are probably the thing that I should have been getting some of, especially if I'm going to do this into Victoria. Many factories are kind of important. The Oriental music was annoying me a bit. It's like, this is not the Knights. We are not Oriental. Sounds cool, but it's just not us. Right, transports, battle, Genoa. These are just... Oh wait, no, that was supposed to be battle. Why not Tripoli? I don't really need it. Although I guess it is pushing money into Genoa. We're not really losing a lot here either. What's my force limit nowadays? We're still well over it. Well, actually we're not. Going by my usual rules, we're actually kind of under it. Growth of the business of amber. Our efforts to maximise trading profits in the area of Thrace has borne fruit in the province of Constantinople. Entrepreneurs have managed to greatly increase the output of amber and found new markets in our capital for the processed goods. Worth 51. Wow. That's kind of crazy. And also awesome. Right, 4 ships. We're going to start sending you to Sevilla. We're also going to build a bunch more of them. Hopefully that wasn't just in one province. Of course it was. God damn it. Right, and then we also need to hire some more generals so we can start doing some more drilling. And I think at this point, I will make both of those special, just so we can have them drilling, not necessarily because they're any good. And then I'm just going to set everyone to no leader for a moment, so I can do some comparisons. You, not great. I need just 3. The best leaders I had were the ones I started with. Okay. Entire army drilling. Not because I need the professionalism, because I actually want the army drill at this point. And then... I need to give you land again, because you're greedy. Oh, here we go. I can give you that one. There we are. Problem solved. Core. Yeah, we still have a bunch of cores to do. This is the problem with taking so much territory in one fell swoop. Lose on autonomy or bourgeois gain loyalty. And we gain... Oh, yeah. Also, the other thing, I wonder if I can do autonomy. That's... losing absolutism. I was going to do this. We're going to force some uprisings, but we're also going to gain a bunch of autonomy. Absolutism, rather. What is my absolutism now? 73 at the maximum 75, so we're getting 3.6 discipline from that, 29% admin efficiency, and then 36% and reduced foreign cores. Cool. I think that's the highest I've ever got my absolutism. I don't usually bother with it. Fort defense or siege ability? Well, obviously siege ability. It's kinda my thing. Transports can go to transports. Then all of you are the battleships. Oh no, we've gained a bunch of archipelago frigates. Group, then we need to spit out 5... Oh no, merchantmen first. One of those. 5 ships in total. And we continue to get some upgrades. Absolutism is really good, a good source of admin efficiency. Yeah, I never realised quite how high that went. I always kind of assumed that absolutism was going to be best for discipline, but apparently not. Two of my guys died on the same sodding day. And it's the diplomat who died, so we need to take a look at you. Influence needs to be higher. Whoops, that's the one I meant to do. Recruit minister. Level 3, half. Fiddlesticks, I had 2 of them already. Oh well, go with you. Improve those relations. What does admin efficiency do? It's one of the stats I've ignored. It reduces the cost to core provinces. So if I go here, overextension, then look at the cost. Coring cost modified by innovativeness and admin efficiency, minus 59%. So it can really reduce the price of taking a lot of land. Which is really rather nice, especially when you're already low on admin, as in fact I am. But thankfully we've got 2 leaders coming up that are just really good at it. And if I'm ever able to change this, I mean this is actually one of the biggest problems of not being able to level up, is the time between changing focuses reduces as you become a kingdom, and then even further when you're an empire. I'm a duchy. You would have thought that duchies would be super nimble and they can change focuses all the time, but it's not, it's the other way around. Which is kind of annoying. But it means that I'm stuck with no focus for a while. It's another reason republics are a bit on the weak side as the game progresses. Their absolutism cap is rather low. Republics in this game are dreadful. I used to really like republics, but they just keep on being nerfed. Time and time again, without ever getting anything good in return. Like, the whole Republican tradition system just needs another major look at. I'd like to see it on a scale. So if you have high Republican tradition, then you get these bonuses. If you have low Republican tradition, it doesn't just make you a monarchy, but it has different things. So yeah, you become a bit more dictatorial, but the constitution is, well, I'm guessing the constitution is still there. Well, actually, that doesn't necessarily make you a republic. But yeah, I'd just like to see that system changed, because like, legitimacy for a monarchy doesn't matter that much. You can have really low legitimacy and just be like, whatever. If your Republican tradition ever drops below about 80% for a republic, it's like the end of days. Maybe that changes the Dharma. As far as I'm aware, there are no changes planned for that. Protect trade, Sevilla. War games. Ugh. Oh, that's just gaining army professionalism. Yeah, I don't really care. I only play republics for roleplay purposes. Honestly, monarchies are objectively superior gameplay-wise. Yeah, I know, and it pisses me off because I really like republics. I used to especially love merchant republics. Not anymore, they're terrible. Like the Hansa and, well, Venice. Back in the day, Venice was like my favourite nation to play as, bar none. They were so much fun. And then like Genoa came along, Hansa came along, they were really, really good. Any dates on the CK2 or EU4 DLCs? No, not yet. But I would say that CK2 is probably going to be fairly soon. It actually looked pretty feature complete when I saw it at PDXCon. So I feel like it's going to be CK2, then EU4, then probably a very long gap, and then Man the Guns. Hearts of Iron. Volunteers for the Holy Fight. Inspired by our holy cause, volunteers from the Catholic world have arrived to help take up the fight against the infidel and spread the true faith. Now that they've seen we're actually winning the war against the Ottomans, they sign up to fight. I see how it is. Oh, that's a cheaper trade efficiency guy, which we just hired. But that's trade efficiency. Trade efficiency is good. So yes, I'm going to replace you. Sorry, buddy. I will upgrade you as soon as I can. Culture's advisor is not the same culture group as your country's primary advisor and is not promoted culture, so I cannot promote you. Okay, fine, you're fired. I want this guy back. Come on. Wasted a bit of money, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, I think I'm coring everything that gives overextension now, so I can start just coring the other stuff. We're also about to get a bunch of rebels I need to be rather aware of. Where? Right across the bay from us. Alright then, well, stop drilling and we'll get ready for a fight. Pretty happy with how the knights are looking now. This will definitely be interesting in Victoria. Because our territories are so spread out, but we have like very choice areas. Like there's a high population in Greece, very high population in northern Italy. And we have been pumping up the development fairly aggressively. Economic development is not always without conflict. It seems rich merchants in some of our bourgeois-dominated cities have been attempting to bypass various guild privileges by outsourcing work in the homes of families living outside the city. The fact that this putting-out system has been a very profitable strategy only further inflames the artisans in the city, who feel their ancient rights have been trampled, and the carefully managed prices of their products will suffer. The Knights artisans now turn to the Grand Master to defend their privileges, as the city councils have been unable to root out competition not based in the cities. So we can gain 2 base production, or the bourgeois like us a bit more. Development all the way. Especially in the big cities like Genoa. England declared war on the Ottomans. Imperialism. England? Oh, stop jumping on the bandwagon. Crikey. Oh, my army is the best in the world. It's official. You see it here first. Yeah, we are the only fully professional army. And you notice, second place is the other order, Livonians, who I am astonished are still alive. 1758 and the Livonians are still here. That's surprising. Ooh, Denmark and Tver are fighting. That would be an interesting fight. Denmark, Norway and Vinland versus Novgorod and Tver. It's quite a fair fight. Finland might actually get another colony soon. They just need one more of these provinces, I think. Yep. And then they need to attack Castellan, Canada. And hope Castile doesn't get called in. Actually, you're allied to Denmark. Like Norway and Denmark versus Castile. My money's actually on those guys. Although, not after this. Crimea did get in by Hungary. Yeah, Hungary is scary. Hungary is going to be a major pain. Whoa, what is that Ulm? I did not notice that half of Austria is in fact Ulm. How can we see this a bit better? Everything green there is Ulm. That's a huge Ulm. Oh my gosh. Cannoneer, artillery combat ability plus 10. Oh yeah! And that's on one of my level 3 guys. So my artillery in that army now is plus 30% combat ability. Those separatists still haven't fired. If you're going to rise up, hurry up and rise up. Thank you. Okay, and Diplo points are about to go crazy. do. How's the money? 143 from trade. 83 from production now. Still not getting very good control over Genoa, though. Sorry, not Genoa. Seville. Should be you. Oh, we're not improving relations with the Allies. Mistake! And Hood of Endigar can be stated. I always felt like Hood of Endigar sounds like it should be in like Sweden or something, or Norway. That's just such a Norwegian name. It even looks it with like the umlaut. Papal influence and prestige. I'll take the prestige. Because I've just noticed how high this is. I will take the yearly prestige. I will also take the mercantilism. What is my mercantilism at now? Because it's going to be really high. 51. Plus 100% provincial trade power. Oh, and we got another mission done. Global dominance. Knights is the strongest trade power in Genoa. Genoa is the highest valued trade node in the world. Trade efficiency plus 15%. I'll let the money roll in. Acquire subjects. I need to have at least 2, and then I can create a grand fleet, which obviously I've never done before. I don't know why these two are connected. I would have separated that out. Like, how is navy growth at all linked to having vassals? Why is anything linked to having vassals? Wait, that's permanent? Oh, in one owned province. In your home trade node you'll get plus trade power, plus 10 trade power and minus 5 dev cost. That's a permanent modifier. I've not seen permanent modifiers for missions before. You need to have 75 or more trade power. I mean, if I threw everything into there, and the French were at war with somebody else, this might be possible. In fact, the French are at war with somebody else. Or else they've moved their centre of trade. Nope, they're at war with Rio de Prata. Portuguese colony, so how are you not at war with Portugal? Portugal's too busy with the Ottomans. Or else they just haven't been called in yet. Hungary is hungry. Hungary is hungry. Hungry, hungry. Right, that's a silly amount of money. I need to spend some of it. I would like some more manufactories, I think. Liguria, Constantinople, Castoria, Achaia, sure. I'm so happy that they've made all the manufactories just in the same list. So you don't have to hunt around and find where the best deals are, because ultimately they do the same thing. More rebels. Go and root them out. Could be because the Byzantines had Viking soldiers. You mean the Varangians? Yeah, that's true, they did. Brescia. That's a little bit further away. However, we have you that are not far. Send you over. Oh, they just took Raskia just before I got there. Disappointed! Also, you need to go to Sevilla. Yeah, Sevilla's still doing a annoyingly good job of protecting this place. I mean, we're strong-arming our way in. We are increasing the amount of money being sent to Genoa. but it's by no means an easy thing. We are, however, making 100 ducats a month right now, which is pretty sweet. Some of our administrators have fled the country after it was found out they were leaking information to the bastards and the Ottomans. They will no longer have access to our state secrets. And we still need to core 2 more places, and then we've cored it all. Let's move you back to Ferrara, because the Mamelukes are going to rise up next. Theodora is taking over Crimea. Pastor man, I don't think that your fears have any particular grounding right now. And then there was one. Prestige. I'll take it. When can I change the focus? 10 years. Oh my gosh, that's so long! We can take these 2 up soon. Celestria is now part of the patrimony. So we're spreading, and as we get more and more stuff converted and cored, everything becomes far more stable. Oh, we have a boatload of money again. And we should probably build a boatload of ships. So let's go ahead and start enacting that, shall we? That'll do. Raska's been cored. And finally, Bish. Good. Oh. Tech up, tech up. New cavalry, new infantry. Again. Alright, so again, we want as much damage as possible, so I think we're going to go with the Latin Lancers. That's all the shock, it also does some morale. Although actually the Cuirassiers have slightly more morale resistance. Slightly less shock damage, but also the... You know what? I'm going to go Cuirassiers. Do something a little bit different for a change. Meanwhile, Square versus Impulse. Impulse are like all-out attack, Square are all-out defense. They both have the same morale. Square infantry is more if you have manpower problems, which we don't, really. So we're going to go with Impulse. We haven't been able to change ideas for a long time. I'm not sure we're going to have admin points for a long time either. Right, I was preparing to move some troops over there and I never got around to it. Oops.